Well, hello. This is the High Frequency Channel, and I'm Rebecca Urick. Today, I want to talk about life. I want to talk about everyday life and the importance of self-forgiveness. So today, for me, wasn't the greatest day. I had to travel a couple of hours. I have some body work done, and that felt so good, right? And I was on my way home and just driving, and everybody's just cruising along, and I get to this two-way highway, right? One way going one way and one way going the other. And in front of me were two huge semis, and they were barely going the speed limit. And I had another hour left in my trip, and they were in front of me for the entire hour. And there was a part of me that maybe lost it a little bit today. I kept trying to work my relaxation techniques and my breathing and to just settle in. And there was just something about today where it just was a little overwhelming for me. And I think I was just tired. I just had really deep body work done. And so there was a little irritation. I wanted to be home and relaxing. And I had all these errands that I had to run, and then to get behind these semis that weren't even going the speed limit, right? And the importance of just letting it go and forgiving ourselves and moving on. And stepping into nature, listening to the birds. So that's what I did. I got home finally. I had a nice salad. I relaxed myself, but I still had the jitters for a little while. And so sometimes it can be a process, shifting your energy and shifting out of something that may have happened. And mine may have been really easy and really simple compared to some of the things that other people are going through right now, that would make it challenging to be in a place of happiness or to be in a place of contentment, right? So what I want you to do, and this is what I often do, is I use my internal pause button. We all have it. We just don't know we have it. Using that internal pause button to pause and to stop the forward momentum of the day, right? It just moves and moves and moves. Time moves by so fast. That's one thing that everybody keeps saying. Time is passing us by so fast. And what I realized when I was driving at some point, like I was able to tap into some contentment at some point, but it was just to look around. Right now it's spring and it was beautiful looking at the trees. I came home. I threw on my tennis shoes and I went for a hike, and I listened to the birds and I let the sun just shine on my skin, and the breeze was nice and cool. And I just let my body relax as I was walking, and I was able to shift my state because I was, a couple hours away from coming on and chatting with you, and I didn't want to be a grump when I got on, right? So what can you do to shift your state when you aren't feeling so good, or when you have something going on in your life that is triggering some old energy that's making you uncomfortable, irritated, even angry or frustrated, or people that are making you frustrated? What are some things that you do to shift yourself out of it? Now, a lot of us are actually addicted to being in that place. And so for some of us, we just sit there and we can sit there for days in that place. But when we use our internal pause button, so I'm telling you to find that pause button, see if you have one. You do, everyone does. You just have to go throughout your day, and then all of a sudden you just pause and you go, what am I feeling right now? Am I feeling good? Am I in a hurry? Am I forcing something to happen? Am I frustrated? Am I sad? Do I feel lonely? What am I feeling? Just to pause and allow that feeling to be there and to nourish it with some love, some self-love. Like even just say to yourself, I love you, even though you feel sad, even though you feel angry, even though you feel frustrated. We tend to put ourselves down even more when we don't feel well. So maybe we need to shift that. Do you think this week you could shift that? Do you think that you could use your internal pause button this week to just notice what you're feeling and then just to simply allow it to be there? Let it be okay to be there. Offer yourself some love and watch how it can disappear. Right? So what are some other things that you can do to shift your state of being? So from a place of frustration or anger or irritation or sadness, loneliness, what are some things that you do? So I'm going to tell you a couple things that I do. One, I turn on some great dancing music and I dance around. I go throw on my tennies and I go for a walk or a hike. I'll even walk outside barefoot. I'll sit on my deck and just let the sun shine on my skin and listen to the birds for a little while. What else? I might meditate or even take a bath or take a nap. I give myself permission to take a nap sometimes because sometimes I really need it and it's the best thing that I can do. So I would love for you this week to discover your internal pause button. See if you can press that pause button sometime, at least once a day this week, and see if you can't shift yourself out of a negative state just to help you get through that day, right? So what happens is the more that we use that internal pause button and we do something to change our state, it becomes a habit. And when it's a habit, you begin to live in a place of contentment as opposed to always trying to get there. So the more that we can use our internal pause button and allow the feelings to be there, allow them. They're okay. Let them pass through you, right? Instead of trying to bury them deeper or hide them or deny them, allow them. Allow them to come up and allow them to be released. You will find that you feel so much better, faster when you do this. And then take a couple of deep breaths and change your state. Do the things that you do to change your state. Call your friend that's funny. Dance around the room, whatever, do some yoga, whatever that might be, and forgive yourself. Maybe even let's all put our hands on our hearts for a second and just listen to that beat. And let's be grateful for the beat of our heart. Let's be grateful for the breath in our lungs. Let's be grateful for that life force that is breathing you, that is beating your heart. And invite that life, that energy, that intelligence, right? It's beyond us. It's beyond our thought process. This intelligent energy that is beating our heart, digesting our food, breathing us. Let's invite this intelligent energy to be stronger within us. Honoring that life force within. And invite it to be stronger. Good. Let's take a couple more deep breaths. Letting our nervous system calm down, forgiving ourselves for everything that we've done. It's in the past. The past is the past. The future's not here yet. And the only place that we really have is right now. and looking around and being grateful for everything that you have right now, the people that are in it, your view out your window, food in your belly, warm water at your disposal, these little silly things that we take for granted, right? Let's just breathe in a big thankful breath for all these things that we take for granted. Let's inhale a breath of gratitude for everything that is going right in our life. Take another gratitude breath for all the things that we love in our life. Let's do it again. Another breath. Good. Let's do one more deep breath of gratitude for all the things that are going right, that are going extremely well, that are beautiful in our life. Good. Awesome. You have homework to do this week. Have fun with it, okay? And I am ready for my first caller. Who do we have today?
Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Where are you calling from?
Well, right now I'm calling from work.
Okay.
But I live in Cortland.
Okay. Cortland, what state? Oh, Portland. Portland, New York. Awesome. Okay, great. I love it. So do you have anything that you want to ask me? Do you want me to just do a reading for you? What are you looking
right
for?
now, just do a reading for me.
Okay. So what I'm getting, so I do cards, and I'm also a coach, and I source the infinite. So I kind of blend them all together. All right. So what I'm getting is that you, as you're at work right now, that you're actually working really hard. You're doing a lot of work, and that you need some rest time. So have you had some alone time, or have you had time to just kind of do something that you would love to do?
No, I haven't. I plan on doing that the first week of July.
Okay, so you have it planned out. Is there any way that you can take even just a couple minutes every day to stand outside and let the sun shine on your skin, or go for a little walk?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Or even take a nap, even if it's a 20-minute nap or 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so what I'm getting is that this is really vital for you and for your health and for your well-being. So it's really important that you take some time for yourself every day. And I always like to say, 10 or 15 minutes, but if you can make that a half an hour or even an hour, that would be even better. You are going to feel really rejuvenated from this, and you are going to be thinking more clearly. You are going to have more energy, which helps everything, right? Then it's going to be positive energy. So I'm also getting that making sure that you surround yourself with positive people, and then in situations to avoid negativity. Have you been doing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have.
Okay. So do you feel really good about who you have around you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that's important that you maintain that, right? And then I'm also seeing that is there a little bit of, we all have to work on this, is maybe feeling a little more worthy of good things in your life.
Yeah, I definitely need work on that.
Okay, so remember that you are a child of God, or you are the universe. You are an extension of the universe, and the life force within you is always seeking greater expansion. The universe has your back. The universe wants the good stuff for you, okay? So
Uh-huh.
when we tap into that energy and recognize that the universe really does want the very, very best for me, we
Uh-huh.
tend to start making decisions. And it sounds like you've already started a little bit of that. Just know that you are absolutely worthy of everything that you want. So
Okay.
have you been thinking about what you want?
Yeah, I have been.
Okay. Have you been like doing a little journaling with that or
A little bit. A little bit.
okay. So what I'm seeing is that so the more what I would recommend that you do is do some journaling on what you want. So it's really important that you know what you want, right? Because it's we can't get out of situations that we're in that are troubling or um, causing us any struggle if we don't know what we want on the other side of that, right? So it's important to know what you want. So I'm happy to hear that you're doing that. Make a list of all of your successes. So if you're a parent or if you graduated school, like all these little things, you woke up in the morning, like make a
Mm-hmm.
list of all the things that you would say are successful, because that will
Okay.
build your worthiness and your confidence, right? And whenever we do
Right.
that, we open ourselves up to the infinite universe, right? So what I'm seeing is after that, so do some things that make you feel confident and worthy and that build that. Okay? Can you
Okay.
think of any of those things that you could do right now? Not necessarily right now, but um, do you have a couple things that you think you could work on or do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay, good. So what I'm seeing is as you begin to build yourself and your self-confidence and your worthiness to receive more, you have like exciting opportunities that are coming your way. So if you stay in that place of abundance, that you live in an abundant universe and that there is no lack, right? Staying in that place of
Mm-hmm.
abundance, the universe is bringing you more opportunities of abundance and prosperity. Okay, so
Okay.
be on the lookout for those. So in order to be on the lookout, we want to make sure that we are in tune with the magic the magic in your life, the miracles, the everyday miracles, not just like the big miracles, but everyday little miracles, all the beauty that you have. So when you tune into that a little bit more, then the universe will be able to reach you faster with these opportunities that are on their way. And then I also want you to know that these and as though these things come to you, you are being helped. So there are the universe, maybe your guides or angels are working behind the scenes to help you. So even if you
Okay.
don't see what's going on, so sometimes we're like, where are the results? Like, I don't see any results. Well, there's a lot of work being done on the infinite side, like that you can't see. Okay. Um,
Okay.
all right. So just kind of trust that.
Okay.
Remember that, when things get harried or things get tight or you get frustrated, just remember that you're not seeing all the pieces of the puzzle yet. And that
Okay.
they are being placed, and to be patient, because when they are, you'll know. It'll be like, whoa, it'll be like ding, 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 like, okay, that's it.
Okay.
It won't be a question. It won't be a question. It'll be like, that's it. Um,
Oh,
that sound good? Do you have anything
yeah.
else for me?
Um, right now, yesterday was my 2-year anniversary with my boyfriend. I was in a really bad relationship for 9 years, and I finally got out of it. And I'm just kind of worried about if if my new boyfriend really does love me, and if I'm going to be happy with him.
Okay. So what I'm getting with that is Well, inside of you right now, you know the answer to that question. Um, ask yourself questions like, is he doting on me? Does he love me? Does he call me all the time? Like little things like, how would you love to be loved? So
Mm-hmm.
just like we were talking about before, it's good to know what you want in a relationship. Definitely, you probably know already what you don't want. Now,
Right.
maybe a little daydreaming about what you do want, okay? And make
Uh-huh.
sure that he matches up. Remember, there's a lot of different people that can be a great partner and a great love for you. And so, what I'm actually getting is not to do anything right now. It says, don't really rush into action, and kind of wait. Just kind of be in a pause. Um, I think you need to kind of go a little bit deeper inside yourself and decide what kind of a relationship you want. What do you want in the relationship? And then decide if he's a match for that. I'm
Okay.
getting a weight, which means that the pieces of again, not all the pieces of the puzzle are being presented to you, but they're not going to be, you're not going to know until you know and you tell the universe um, what you do want. So will you tell me what what do you want in a relationship?
I want honesty and loyalty. That's, and love.
Yeah,
I want love.
and love. Yeah, like your best friend. Do you guys talk a lot? Do you travel?
No, he works third shift. I work odd hours, so we don't get to
Well,
do
no.
too
What
much.
if you had the perfect relationship? What would you love?
Mm,
It could be him.
I I really don't want to travel too much. I just kind of want to be with him and me and just being happy. That's all.
Okay.
Be
So
happy.
you want trust, you want respect, you want
Yeah.
love. I love it. Is he offering that to you right now?
Yeah, and it's me though because I'm so used to being hurt that I'm wondering if it's just me dwelling in the past.
Okay. So that is going to be really, really important for you to figure out. So remember, it's in the past, right? And when you
Hmm.
think about the things that are holding you back or the things that happened in the past, when you think about them now, they've already happened in the past. They're not happening now. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, it
Right?
does.
So remember that this is a new moment. And
Okay.
I'm going to have you repeat after me. You ready?
Uh huh.
Up until now.
Up until now.
Up until now. That's old. Up until now. Now I'm in a great relationship. I want a great relationship. This is what I want, right? That's old.
Yes, that's all old.
So in order for you to move forward. So a little bit more work, I think, needs to be done with for you, like you were saying. When you so this old energy of this relationship, you're going to want to replace it with new stuff, right? So I'm
Right.
thinking that when upon waking up in the morning, immediately go to a bunch of things that you are grateful for. Like you're
Okay.
grateful for this new guy. You're grateful for that you're not with that person. You're grateful that you have food in your belly and that you are alive and that everything is going well and thank God that your life is the way it is now, right? So
Right.
waking up in the morning and starting your day like that and then as um so tell me, like, is there a fear there about moving forward?
I There's kind of a fear, but yet there's not. My biggest fear is being cheated on again. I know I will never
Okay.
be hit again. I know I'll never be hit again. But my biggest fear is being cheated on and lied to.
Okay. Well, and you aren't going to really know that until, you get further along. But what I'm getting is that your prayers are being answered, and they're being answered in synchronistic events. So notice the synchronicity in your life, and notice them to increase their flow. And then, take this person for their word until until you have a reason to not trust them. Take them for their word. I'm seeing that the worst is behind you, and a positive new experiences are on the horizon, my dear. You're good. You're good, sweetheart. Keep doing your work, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling. Make sure you join. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Make sure you go and like my page, the High Frequency Channel on Facebook. I do free readings a lot there. And I would love to hear from you about what goes on. So feel free to private message me or anything. And be well, my dear. Have fun. Have a beautiful life, okay?
Okay, thank you. You too.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And thank you. This is Rebecca Urick with the High Frequency Channel. Feel free to like my page, the High Frequency Channel on Facebook, or go to my website, thehighfrequencychannel.com. Have a beautiful night.